never spotted anymore, never followed anymore. Twitter swallowed everyone. Really made you think you get it popping on that cyber war.
What's your most used social network?
Mine is Twitter.
Twitter.
Also Twitter.
Do you think Twitter helps you communicate with people for better or worse?
I think for better because you make a lot of new friends. It's a fun time. You know, you get to see all the drama. Anthony?
Yeah.
I'd say yes and no, because it brings people together. People meet that way, but it also creates drama, like you said. People get in fights easily.
That's very true.
Do you think fights start usually on social networking?
Oh, yes, I agree.
I agree. 100%.
Yes.
80%.
Perpetuated drama or action?
Well, on Instagram there was like ESM versus.
Oh, yeah, I remember
They
that.
put like two pictures of girls who didn't like each other to say who's prettier.
Yeah,
and
it's- They do
Yeah,
that on
It starts a
Facebook,
lot
too.
of trouble.
no.
How do you think girls who are put in those situations felt?
Some of
Put me on
them
there.
actually kind of became closest. The other ones fought, and the other ones ignored them.
Yeah, they probably felt
It was a
really
mixture-
judged.
mixture of feelings.
What do you think coming into school the next day after that scenario was like for those girls?
Well, it
Really
kind
awkward.
of
I'm not a
it would
girl,
kind of
so-
depend on if like they won or who won the ESM versus.
That's true.
Why?
Because if the person who lost would just feel like crap and just wouldn't want to.
Yeah, a lot of people actually
deal with
did
it.
it. Like, it's not real.
And the person who like won it would just feel all high and mighty and think they're better than everyone.
I might see.
What do you think are some pros and cons to social media?
I think pros are you can have access to communicating with people a lot more. I think the cons are that it's, for the most part, anyone can see it, so it's not really private. So, yeah.
Do you think a teenager's life would be easier without social networking?
I think it would be different without social networking. Like, I grew up without social networking, and I think I'm okay. I don't know if my life was easier. Like, now if I want to talk to someone, I can be like, WTF, dog. When I was a kid, if I just yelled letters out into the universe, no one ever talked back. That's why I sat alone on the porch all the time.
Do you think social networking distracts teenagers from academics?
Of course it does. It distracts me from academics. I want to get on Twitter and figure out when the next Nike release is going on. I can't imagine if I was getting Snapchatted dirty pics all day. Of course math would be a lot less interesting. Someone's like, A squared, B squared, and you're like, I don't know, Shannon's not wearing any clothes. Unless there's a Shannon and you're watching this, then you're great. You're the best Shannon.
If you could change one thing about social networking, what would it be?
I don't have any beef with social networking. Like, I don't think that it needs to change. I think that people just need to learn that there's a cool place to use it, and then there's like other places where it sucks. Like someday if you're like if you want to be a lawyer and you're sitting on like a trial, and the judge is like, motion for the defendant, and then you're sitting there like, that's not gonna work out. Or if like I was in surgery and my doctor was checking Facebook instead of cutting me open to remove the cancer from my body, like, again, bummer. So I think, like, whatever, it's cool, use it, but use it rightly. You know, it doesn't have to be, like, attached to you all the time. You're gonna be fine.
Have you ever been bullied or witnessed bullying?
I have not been bullied, but I have witnessed bullying.
Do you think that social networking has more cons than pros?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, social networking has ruined my life. I could probably be a lot more successful than I am now without social networking.
However far away you think you need.
Do you think teenagers should have limited social networking?
I think in certain social situations, teenagers shouldn't be social networking, especially when they need to have interaction with other people face to face.
Do you think a teenager's life would be easier without social networking?
I can't really speak for everyone, but I know my life would be. There would be way less drama in my life, and I know I wouldn't worry about as many things as I do worry about with social networking.
How much time do you spend a week social networking?
Because I have all my social networking things on my phone, whenever I get bored, I tend to social network, so I spend a lot of time a week social networking.
Do you have any social networking?
I do. I have a Facebook, I have a Twitter, I have a LinkedIn.
What do you think of social networking sites?
It can be used for a good thing. It's a great way to connect with family. I really like to show pictures of my son since I don't live right near my family. And I also have family in Brazil, so it's nice to talk to my family there, people who I wouldn't normally call, and share what's going on in your life.
What are some pros and cons to social networking?
Well, being a teacher, we see the con as the extra drama and tension it adds in school, especially with the people who I like to call computer muscles, who can type something but they couldn't say something. The benefit is, again, the connection that you can have to old friends and family. It's nice to be able to connect with people I normally wouldn't encounter every day.